Well, hello everyone, welcome to Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill.
I'll tell you what, summer is over, fall is here, and we're going to dedicate this show to fall brewskis, beers that are served in the fall, and good old-fashioned fall foods on the grill. So stay tuned for Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill from the Capitol Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin. Mad Dog and Merrill will be right back. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Why the big tears? Post-playoff syndrome? Your team's not in the game? Season's over?
No, it's worse than that. Merrill is eating my brew pub lots of matzo pizza.
Challenge! With over a half a pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. It's big, bold, and outrageously delicious for the big game.
Relax, Bruce, just relax.
Personal foul! You're out of here, Merrill!
You can't watch the big game without brew pub pizza.
Make your winning game plan, Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. The ingredients for a great time.
You should open a tandem bike shop.
What's this hot mess?
Chillin' and grillin' chicken?
Listen, bruh. See this? Untrimmed fat. And the size? It's been sodium injected. This chicken's been on the juice.
Look, we're here to help.
Say hello to Golden Plum.
Hello, chicken.
Later, bad chicken.
As a mother, I choose healthy snacks for my children. What they eat now can have a lasting effect on their overall health. Cherry Delight dried cherries provide a healthy snack and taste delicious. Unlike sugary treats, these tasty fruit snacks are all natural and provide essential nutrients and vitamins important in growing bodies. From chocolate-covered Cherry Delights to tart cherry juice, these snacks are full of nutrition. Order Cherry Delight online. Gift boxes are also available. Go to countryovens.com.
Mad Dog and Merrill here.
The hosts of Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
Number one,
It says it all. Sweet, thick, and rich.
hickory,
Smokehouse flavor.
spicy,
Habanero mash with sweet heat.
garlic.
Just for you garlic lovers.
The works.
Sun-ripe tomatoes, sauerkraut, onion, and a hint of mustard.
It's all in there.
The works, all in one condiment.
Grillin' Magic, Rema Hazel, and our seasonal.
To season all, look for the two good-looking guys on the label.
Ask your grocer for Mad Dog and Merrill products.
Available at a store near you.
Welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Tailgating, and man, we are tailgating today.
I'll tell you what, we are at Capitol Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin. We're going to be with a couple of the brewers here. One a brewmaster. We'll have Ashley on in a moment or two. And we have one of the brewers and a fan of Mad Dog and Merrill's tailgate shows and cooking shows. Jake, is that true?
Yes, absolutely.
You like watching some of our shows?
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, this is a kind of a dream come true.
Well,
Sort of a nightmare, isn't it?
Well, you know,
What's reality hits in? No.
but Jake's pretty much a local boy. He's from Mount Horeb here in Wisconsin. And Jake, as a brewer, how long have you been with the Capitol Brewery, by the way?
I've been with Capital about close to 5 years now.
That'd be good for you.
Yeah.
Man, you must have started in diapers, for God's sakes. You're so young.
I started, when I was 19. It's kind of a, should we have them?
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna do a little autumn cooking. We're gonna do a little autumn feast, and we're gonna use 3 of your beers all total here. And I think what we should do is Merrill's gonna do some. We're gonna do some pork chops and some squash. So we want a good autumn beer. Which beer should we use?
I'm going to say Autumnal Fire.
Autumnal Fire.
And tell us a little bit about this brewski, the Fire.
The Autumnal Fire is one of our fall seasonals. It's pretty much an Oktoberfest, just pretty much jacked up.
Good.
Just, yeah.
Is it one of your favorites?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah. Is
it gets the
any
job
one
done.
of the Capitol breweries not your favorite?
That's a hard question to
Can't be.
answer.
All right.
No, I'm not going to put you on the spot here. No, that's for darn sure. Well, I'll tell you what, Merrill's going to create a nice little glaze. I've got some chops and squash we'll talk a little bit about, but I'll pour a little bit of the, ooh, man, that's got a heavy,
Oh, I got a nice
That's some
head
good
on that.
head.
wow. Got a little wheat in there?
No, not at all.
Really?
Well, that's nice and fresh.
That's gorgeous,
Thanks. So you
brewski.
guys drink that?
Go ahead. Go ahead, turn around.
Yeah, turn around. Let me go ahead.
Why don't you create our little glaze going
I
on
will
right now?
create a little glaze there. Pretty simple. We call these finishing sauces or glaze. I got the pan hot. The main thing you need to start out with, you're doing a glaze, you need some butter. And we're going to melt this up. Going to use a little bit of beer. You want to use about equal amounts, the same amount of beer as we are with the, I got some brown sugar, some chipotle, and of course I'm using our #1 barbecue sauce. But I'm going to let the butter melt. I'm gonna add a little bit of beer, which will add a really nice flavor.
Autumnal fire.
Yep, especially if it's got
Autumnal fire.
Autumnal fire.
Autumnal fire.
What's
We're gonna
really
fire
what's
that
really
baby
great is
up.
Put a little oomph into it.
It
Autumnal.
will.
Can I just say, Merrill? Can I just say we're all sitting over here. We're all Merrill and I are both afraid to say the beer's name because we might mess it up.
Yeah.
And now we're all excited because we get it right.
Autumnal fire.
Autumnal fire.
Autumnal fire.
Autumnal
I love
fire.
it. All right. A little bit of chipotle. And I'm going to use about the same amount of barbecue sauce. And we're going to use this really as a finishing glaze or a sauce on there. Stir that up and take your away, Mad Dog, while I'm stirring this baby up.
So Merrill's cooking that away. I think the next one we're going to do, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I did a chai tea, par cooked some country style ribs with chai tea. And it has this beautiful aroma, flavor of almost pumpkin and pumpkin spice. So the Pumpkinator might be a good one to use with that.
Absolutely.
And tell us, Jake, a little bit about the Pumpkinator.
Pumpkinator is fall seasonal. You know, it comes out somewhere around Thanksgiving-ish, maybe a little earlier.
Good. So this show is going to be airing throughout the whole fall, and so what a great opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is kind of it's a doppelbock we do. It's made with, we brew it with pumpkin puree, which is kind of a pain in the keister.
Tush, and you said keister. Good for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're both talking about Merrill. No,
He's hard to work with.
It's a double bock. I call it double bock.
Yeah.
I call it double bock.
Doppelbock. It's
Exactly.
Same
Yep,
thing.
thank you.
But yeah, we brew it with the pumpkin puree, like I said.
Yep.
And we kind of do like a dry hop type of thing where we throw it into this vessel. We throw a little bit of water in there, boil it up, and throw our spices in there. We got vanilla,
cinnamon,
nutmeg, and all sorts of crazy
so
stuff.
it's a nice fall pumpkin taste.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as Big John over there said, it's like drinking a pumpkin pie.
You got it all the way.
Big John said it's like drinking a pumpkin pie. That's exactly what he said. So we're going to be using that. Now, before we get the cart ahead of the horse, let me talk a little bit about autumn. We'll get back to our fire beer here. Beautiful butternut squash has a rich flavor to it, a nutty flavor to it. And I found out just recently, I've done acorn squash before and other squash on the grill. And I don't know if I've never done them with gloves on. But we'll actually take the our bottles of beer sitting on the countertop.
Good, steady.
Yeah, I just don't want to break any bottles.
Yeah, that's like gold, man.
So I'll take the squash and we'll cut it into rings, and I simply glistened it with an oil and seasoned it up, and that sat in there for a good 3-4 hours to absorb some flavor, and we toss those right on the grates of the grill for about 5-6 minutes on both sides. I'll show you that in a moment. But then autumn screams pork to me, and pork chops.
Pork!
See, exactly right.
Yep.
So autumn screams a beautiful fall pork. So I took some gorgeous pork chops, and I actually seasoned those with a little bit of our Grandma Hazel's, which is garlic, peppers, onion, fennel, celery, red pepper, green pepper, onion, sodium. A nice little combination of herbs and spices, and I seared those up to a nice tenderness of about 150 degrees, and that's what Merrill is going to make the glaze for, which we'll end the little segment with in just a moment. But the third beer we did, we're doing some wings on the grill. We're doing some wonderful wings on the grill, so we actually par-cooked the wings in a little bit of coffee and your dark Munich Dark. And tell us a little bit about the Munich Dark, Jake.
Munich Dark is one of our first original beers. It's a Gartenbrau beer, back when the Gartenbrau was around. I don't know if a lot of you remember that, but it's a dark lager, real rich flavor. I mean, it's not high in alcohol. It almost seems like it because of the dark color, which a lot of people, tend to think about. But yeah, real smooth, brewed with a lot of Munich malt.
Yeah.
And just easy going.
Well, I'll tell you what, all three sounds absolutely delicious. All three are easy to work with as far as cooking, but even better to drink. And we're looking forward to this little segment's getting over with so we can toast you guys several times, let me tell you that. I'll tell you what, we're going to meet Ashley next, and she is the brewmaster here at Capital Brewery. And you can go to capitalbrewery.com to learn more about the tours, the times that the outside gardens are open, and on the inside they have some nice little drinking establishments going on the inside. So capitalbrewery.com. brewerybrewery.com to give you all that information. We'll be right back. Young Jake, thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys for having me.
You bet. All right, we'll be back.
Haha, welcome to my lab. Man has proven that if you increase the bore and stroke on your Harley, you can make more horsepower. We're growing giant performance parts here at Doc's Harley Davidson. We can hop up your Harley Davidson here at Doc's. How fast do you want to go?
Doc's has provided astoundingly unique experiences for over 35 years. Immerse yourself into the exhilarating lifestyle at Doc's. Doc's attractions include a museum, a zoo, and the world-famous Timeline motorcycle.
Doc's Harley Davidson, like no other.
Spring is sprung and it's a great time for a road trip. Forgotten Fire Winery in Marinette has a wide variety of wines to suit any palate. From dry to sweet, red, white, or fruit, you're sure to find a wine that you'll love. Then take the short drive to Falling Waters Winery in Crivets, where you can sample a full line of wines completely different from those at Forgotten Fire. And while you're in Crivets, don't forget to stop at Thunder Mountain Oil House and Specialty Foods and pick up something delicious to serve with your wine. Visit us on any of our websites or on Facebook.
Mad Dog and Merrill here.
The hosts of Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
Number 1.
It says it all. Sweet, thick, and rich.
Hickory.
Smokehouse flavor.
Spicy.
Habanero mash with sweet heat.
Garlic.
Just for you garlic lovers.
The works.
Sunripe tomato, sauerkraut, onion, and a hint of mustard.
It's all in there.
The works, all in one condiment.
Grillin' Magic, Rema Hazel, and our seasonal.
To season all, look for the 2 good-looking guys on the label.
Ask your grocer for Mad Dog and Merrill products.
Available at a store near you.
Well, welcome back to Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill from Capitol Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin. Merrill just got through glazing those gorgeous chops in the squash with the autumnal fire. Thank you.
Fire.
And with the glaze, it just turned out wonderful. But now I'm going to head over here.
All right.
And before we get to Ashley, just a minute or two, I've got some short ribs, some country-style ribs that I par cooked. And normally we don't par cook meats that often. We like to sear them right up on the grill and add flavor to them. But I par cooked some short ribs, and I'll tell you why I did that in just a moment or two. But I cooked those up, and I'm going to sear those up on the grill and get those going really nice. And we have with us, Ashley Kennard. Ashley Kennard, and you are Hail the Brewmaster. Hail the Brewmaster.
We're not worthy.
Yes, we're not.
Oh, you are very worthy. You are both more than worthy.
Well, thank you very much.
How long, dear, have you been with Capitol Brewery?
I've been here almost 3 years now.
And how long the Brewmaster?
Ooh, about 6-8 months or so.
6-8 months.
Still pretty new.
Yeah. As Brewmaster, what's some of the knowledge? What's some of the first beers you brought to Capitol Brewery? Come on, step up here and let's see your lovely face.
My first one, actually, I wasn't even Brewmaster yet. I was still just a lowly regular brewer.
Just a little
like Jake.
Brewer.
Well, can never be like Jake. I mean, I continue to look up to Jake.
Good for you.
But I did Fishing in the Dark, which is a June release and one of our limited releases every year.
Okay, so in June, it comes out every June for a couple months.
Yep.
Limited release.
Months, limited release. So that was my first one.
Fishing in the Dark.
Fishing in the Dark. Yep.
Okay.
And then more recently, our newest IPA is called Grateful Red. That one is also something that I got to put together for the brewery, so that's another fun one.
In honor of Harry Garcia.
Absolutely.
Grateful Red. Thank you.
And our summer Capital Square Bomber that we did, which is kind of the summer release of what we do for the pumpkin now, was.
Who gets to think of these names?
It's kind of a group
you
effort.
You don't sit in the back here and go, okay, come on, let's just go.
It's always a group effort. Sometimes the name of the beer precedes the actual beer itself. Sometimes you have something and you're just, it's on the tip of your tongue and you explain a beer to somebody and they're like, oh, like Grateful Red or something like that.
Great.
So that's a fun one. And coming up with the name Proficient in the Dark, that was kind of how it happened. It was like, I want a beer, it's dark, but it's for the summertime, and it's like you want to hang out with somebody you love and do something outside, and like fishing in the dark.
Fishing in the dark.
Oh, yeah. So
no, it's Friday. It's a Friday. It's in the fall. We're talking a little bit of autumn grilling, autumn foods, but it's always a hoot here all summer long in the beer garden. And you get a good crew every Friday, but all throughout the whole week, I'm assuming.
There's always something going on out here.
And Friday night, so you always have a band. The band's setting up back here underneath the big Capitol Brewery awning over here. You have food available, but people can bring their own picnic lunches in?
Absolutely. Yep. We encourage people to either bring in their own food. I think we've got a couple of contacts behind the bar. We've got a lot of great local restaurants, even right down the street. So we can encourage them to either go pick it up and bring it in, or even have it delivered here. It's nice to have that kind of option for everybody.
I talked about par cooking the ribs. Let me talk a little bit about par cooking the ribs. Merrill's going to make us a glaze. Now the Pumpkinator, Jake explained to us the beautiful Pumpkinator, and it's a beautiful autumn beer here at Capitol Brewery. I'm going to start out with par cooking the ribs, so I'm going to add a bunch of the brewski in there because I need a little bit of liquid, so I'm going to add the Pumpkinator in there and just a little sip for Merrill to try off camera.
Yes, thank you.
Chai tea, cardamom, peppers, cinnamon, beautiful, what else did we read in there was the first ingredient? Ginger and cinnamon and all kinds of great stuff. So this is actually the true chai tea. And we're going to add chai tea in there, and that's how I par cooked my short ribs with a little bit of onion, some celery. So a couple of the trinities are in there anyway. The onion and the celery are inside of there, and just par cook those ribs, those short ribs, for about an hour or so in the oven. I like to do it, or on top of the stove in the liquid, and par cook them. And the flavor was just phenomenal. And Merrill, why don't you make a glaze for me?
Hey, a real glaze, real quick. You wouldn't think of it, but use pumpkin. I love pumpkin. It's got everything in it that you would really need. A lot of people would not think of using pumpkin. This glaze you're going to love with this. Right, and pumpkin, what do you have? You also got to have some ground cinnamon.
Yep.
Got to have a little nutmeg, and you got to have a little ground nutmeg. And of course, you've got to have a little ginger in there.
Ginger in there. Ginger's in the chai tea.
A little bit of our barbecue sauce, #1.
Yep. Oh, I might have goofed you up. Did I leave you enough Pumpkinator?
No, but I will use a little bit.
That's probably enough anyway.
Oh, it is.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
We're fine. All right, you got to mix this all together.
So, Ashley, what makes a brewmaster? What makes a brewmaster? How'd you become a brewmaster, and why?
I studied a lot of science in college.
Yep.
I actually wasn't intending to go into the brewing industry at all, but once I got out of college, I was messing around with some stuff and started brewing some beer at home. Started learning about the process and just got super excited about it. So
I bet.
Just kind of ran with it and decided to make a career out of it. Doing a little bit of a
taste.
A little bit more of what #1 there. There's #1 sure around there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more.
A little bitter of the. We didn't add any brown sugar or anything,
No brown sugar. We had a little bit more brown sugar.
That's real nice.
It's got a nice tart taste to it on it.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. For a finishing sauce, it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How often do we brew here? How often do we brew beer at Capitol Brewery?
Monday through Friday, we're brewing every day. Usually Monday through Thursday, it's early in the morning. Actually, Jake, who we had on earlier, he comes in before the sun even comes up and gets the first one going. And got a couple other guys who finish it up along the way. And then Fridays are a nice kind of light, easy day. Got some tours all throughout the weekend, so we want to clean up and make sure all nice and pretty for the tours. So
well, Capitol Brewery, capitalbrewery.com, capitalbrewery.com to learn all the beers, by the way, all the seasonal beers, the hours of business here. Ashley, thank you so much. You stick around with Capital Brewery for a long time because you're going to be good and you're going to be great. You are good and you are great. But I'll tell you what, you got some great beers and they're all our favorites. We're going to be right back with a third segment. We got some chicken wings that'll knock your socks off.
Hey, buddy, why the throwback uniform?
Well, boys, you see, it's to celebrate the glory days, the pride, the passion, the tradition.
Wow, what could be better than wearing a throwback uniform on game day?
How about throwing back a green and gold citrusy sun-drop soda in a throwback bottle while wearing my throwback uniform on game day?
The pride, the passion, the tradition.
Throwback a green and gold sun-drop today.
Inflammation and muscle pain can prevent us from activities such as walking, golfing, exercising, and more. Rapid Performance Products provides all natural relief utilizing the superfruit tart cherries. Rapid Red contains natural antioxidants that help combat the inflammation and pain of our muscles associated with activity. To help the aging maintain their muscle mass, try our Rapid Whey with 12 grams of whey protein isolate. Keep fit and stay active with Rapid Performance Products.
Crisp kraut.
Tasty family tradition for over 100 years.
Made with good old-fashioned Wisconsin cabbage.
Tastes great on hot dogs, brats, pizzas, and even brownies. Crisp kraut, served hot or cold.
Traditional style is tart and tangy, and the Bavarian style is sweet and mild.
Make this superfood part of your regular meal planning.
Delicious, versatile, and so good for you. Look for crisp kraut in your store's meat case.
And if it's not crisp kraut, it's not crisp.
Try crisp kraut for the health of it.
Hey folks, welcome back to Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill. We are at Capital Brewery, Middleton, Wisconsin, having a great time. What a festive occasion each and every day of the week here in the summer and throughout the fall. Now I par cooked some, just like we par cooked our ribs. I made like an old-fashioned mop sauce, but then I use that to par cook chicken wings in the mop sauce. And it's basically, I used instant coffee. You can use brewed coffee. So it's instant coffee, Worcestershire butter, a little onion, some brown sugar, spicy barbecue sauce, and Capital Beer's Capital Dark. And it came out just absolutely delicious. And I'm going to open up one of these dark beers, and you're going to make us a glaze to end all glazes.
We're going to glaze into all glazes. We're going to start that baby. We're going to kick it up a little bit of chipotle.
Smoked jalapenos.
Yeah, you got that.
Just like the powder you used in that. Boy, those veggies.
Man, that was good.
That squash was delicious.
Oh, man, we just had a lady come up that just enjoyed that.
Yes.
Brown sugar.
Ashley.
No,
it wasn't Ashley.
What was it? We'll say it was Ashley.
It wasn't.
A little spicy barbecue sauce in there.
Lauren from CW57. We appreciate that.
How a little bit of the dark.
I'm sorry. So chipotle, a little bit of the Capital Dark spicy barbecue sauce, and brown sugar.
Yep. That's a finishing. Look at that baby.
No, it's German. It's not Finnish. It's German. Get your
Always remember the taste test, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, that's spicy.
Whoa,
that's delicious. Let's do it.
Gonna knock my socks off. Place it on you.
Let's put a little over the wings right now.
Okay.
Because we got to brown them babies up.
Absolutely excellent. Can't go wrong with it.
No,
that's
you
for sure.
can't. Hey,
The
don't
flavor
forget
of
to
that.
go to capitalbrewery.com, capitalbrewery.com, and you can learn all the great things happening here at Capital Brewery here in Middleton, Wisconsin. And might I add, even though we're here at Capital Brewery, don't forget to join us on Facebook, and you can do that by going to maddogandmerrill.com, maddogandmerrill.com, and you can join us on Facebook that way, and that's a great opportunity. You can find out where we're at next, maybe what brewery we might be at, doing a nice taping like
definitely
Capital
check
Brewery.
us out. You know, it's been great today because you know what I'm excited about. We're sort of at the end of the show, you know. So we got all these wonderful beers here, and it's just time to sort of sit back, relax,
I
you
know.
have a good time. We've done great food tonight for it. Remember,
Capital does about 24 different beers, a couple dozen different flavored beers.
So
Just
experiment
great.
with on the beers, making sauces like we did today with finishing sauces.
I gotta feed the crew again from Capital Brewery. Those people eat.
Other than that, folks,
we'll be right back to wrap this baby up.
Mad Dog and Merrill here.
The hosts of Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
Number 1.
It says it all. Sweet, thick, and rich.
Hickory.
Smokehouse flavor.
Spicy.
Habanero mash with sweet heat.
Garlic.
Just for you garlic lovers.
The works.
Sun-ripe tomato, sauerkraut, onion, and a hint of mustard.
It's all in there.
The works, all in one condiment.
Grillin' Magic, Rema Hazel, and our seasonal.
To season all.
Look for the 2 good-looking guys on the label.
Ask your grocer for Mad Dog and Merrill products.
Available at a store near you. Well, welcome back to Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill. I was talking with Ashley just a second ago, and she confirms about 24 different brews throughout the year you guys make.
Oh, yeah.
And each and every one of them are unique and different in their own realm. And I suggest to you trying each and every one of those 24 beers throughout the whole season.
I'm going to start mine right now, sir.
He is, isn't he?
Yep, I'm not going nowhere but staying right here.
You
It's
look like a
place
big
to
old
come.
pumpkinator.
I feel like a pumpkinator, and that's what I'm going to start out with.
Well, don't forget to go to capitalbrewery.com, capitalbrewery.com. We'll see you folks a little later. Thanks, Ashley.
Thanks so much for coming out, guys.